So everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, they you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes, I'm the kingpin.
What's going on, boxing fans? What's happening, boxing heads? What's going on? This Pool Kind of Boxing coming back after a very, very interesting weekend, you know what I'm saying, of boxing. Man, your boy, he's, Adios, that fought David Morrell Jr., you know what I'm saying? All prayers go out to my man, you know what I'm saying? He is, you know what I'm saying? He slipped into a coma, you know what I'm saying? After the fight, David hit him, you know what I'm saying, pretty good and knocked him out at the end. But you could see Adios is a true warrior, man. He gave it his all, man. I mean, it was very impressive. Well, a lot of fighters just come into the fight and, you know what I'm saying, they're scared or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because this dude is supposed to be all that, you know what I'm saying. Adios came in there and he gave it his all, you know what I'm saying. He just didn't have the tools. He didn't have enough power. I ain't gonna say he don't have the boxing IQ because he was getting in there. He was hitting David. If he had, you know what I'm saying, the intangibles to deal with what David had, the youth, the movement, the athletic ability, punch resistance. He just couldn't put a dent in David Morrell Jr. He was just on another level as far as physically, gifted and being athletic and, boxing skills too. David was just ahead of this guy. And, he was 30 years old and, he just went in there and gave it all he got. But it wasn't enough, and sometimes that happens in boxing. Sometimes you get matched up, you know what I'm saying? You just don't have the intangibles and the style, you know what I'm saying, to put you over the top or give, so you could take advantage and execute what you're trying to execute. And, to say with Adios, he was getting in his shots. He just, Like I said, he just didn't have the power. He didn't have enough to affect David Morrell Jr. You know what I'm saying? David Morrell Jr. is on another level as an athlete, you know what I'm saying, talent wise, you know what I'm saying? But it still took David Morrell Jr. to the last round, you know what I'm saying, to knock this guy out. So he had punch resistance out the ass because he was taking some hellacious shots in this fight. You know, around by the eighth round, Adios nose started bleeding, and everybody noticed it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you see this happen in boxing, but the way his nose was bleeding was just continually. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you know what I'm saying? David caught him on the ropes, coming off that ropes, and you know what I'm saying? He just leaned over and he leaned right into a right uppercut, man. It was just too much. They should have stopped it probably earlier because you know he didn't have a chance to win. What's going on, Widow Loves, Mr. Sheldon? What's going on? He said he want payday. He said you can't payday. He wants payday. Well, you can't play boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? When you outmatch in his corner. Adios. I'm not blaming anybody, but I think even Ronnie Shields said that he wished they would have stopped it earlier because you know once it get to the point where you can't win, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to the point where you can't win at all, then you know, and you getting falumaloom out there all over the place, taking flush shots, you know what I'm saying, over, and you don't have enough, you know what I'm saying, enough rounds to win, and you done lost all the early rounds, and you done lost all the middle rounds, and all you got is the last few championship rounds, but you so far behind, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it just don't make sense to keep on taking punishment. But I ain't gonna lie, I was highly entertained, you know what I'm saying? Because David best shit came into the last round, bro. And I mean, because he really started turning it on, really trying to go for it, to get this turned up the pressure, turned up the accuracy on his punches. Because man, he was just playing around for too many rounds, and you know, he finally decided to bite down and get this guy up out of here, and that shit was something to see. And you know, he got him up out of there, but as you can see, he took too much punishment, too many flush shots over too many rounds. You know, with somebody like a David Morrell Jr. who got power. That is what's going on, Charles Young. What's going on, Zach B? What's happening, my fellas? Um, you know, somebody who got power like that, and you getting hit over and over. You know what I'm saying? That shit just ain't gonna work. And he slipped into a coma, and he's trying to recover. So you know, prayers go out to Adios. You know what I'm saying? What a warrior, though. I can't take nothing from him. You know what I'm saying? Because he did go in there. You know what I'm saying? It was like the damn super predator versus the little predator. You know what I'm saying? You know, he went in there with hard. Um, you know, he went in there looking like Lipinets up in there and shit. He looked just like Lipinets to me. And the samurai, you know what I'm saying? And he gave it all he had. And that's what you know what I'm saying? I mean, he can't, you know, you don't have to hold his head down, is what I'm saying. Cause the dude was a straight warrior. And I don't see it as he lost, but he didn't lose. I think boxing won. You know what I'm saying? We saw a really good competitive fighter, a solid fighter. But I want to see David Morrell in there against, you know, the monster, the Mexican nightmare, David Benavidez. That's who I want to see him in there against. You know, somebody who's going to really, you know, test him. You know what I mean? Even though he only got 7 fights and he's looking this good, you know, they better get David Morrell Jr. early. You know what I'm saying? Before he really developed, you know what I'm saying, his style and his confidence all come together. They better get him now, you know, because if he kind of like the Jerron Boots Ennis, you know, so at 168. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they better get him now. What's going on, Charles Young? He says salute pool. He said I'm at work. They should have stopped that fight in the seventh. Yes, sir. Because you can see, you know, he didn't have a chance to win that. And it was just over, bro. But, you know, they gave him the benefit of the doubt, you know, being a veteran. I think he got 16 wins. So, you know, these guys starting late in boxing is kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you need a lifetime of muscle memory, you know what I'm saying, to be able to master, you know what I'm saying, different, you know, shots and, you know what I'm saying, foot movement and getting the coordination together. You know, most of these guys start from childhood. But when you start late, you're at a disadvantage. You know, some guys have the athletic talent like a Deontay Wilder or Errol Spence Jr. They have a lot of athletic ability, and they're exceptionally different fighters. Got different. They pick up faster than others. You know what I'm saying? But most guys like Keith Thurman and what I'm saying, Terrence Crawford and people who boxed since they were children, Sean Porter, what I'm saying. Usually they start Danny Garcia started from when they were children. What I'm saying? It takes a lifetime to, what I'm saying, really develop that natural ability. You know what I'm saying? And usually they make better fighters because they've been training all their lives to be boxers. You know what I'm saying? So you see these guys coming in, unless they just have an extensive amateur pedigree, and that's what's with a lot of fun. I didn't check his amateur record, but that's probably most likely what it is. It took him a long time, and they have a lot of wear and tear for those amateur bouts. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Lomachenko had like 300 or something amateur bouts. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of wear and tear. You know what I'm saying? Before you go pro. Yeah. So by the time they get to the pros, you know what I'm saying, they already old and shit, and they only got about 5 years to see what they can do in the league. And then before you know it, you know what I'm saying, they're too old to like, really make it. But what I wanted to come here, I saw Andy Ruiz, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I saw goddamn Andy Ruiz. What has Andy been drinking, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what has he been drinking? I know maybe he's just trying to sell the fight, but who the hell is he talking to? Talking about I throw the right hand to his temple and he's going down. Talking about the Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? Do he remember who Deontay Wilder is? I mean, yeah, he beat Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying, but that was a fluke to me. And plus Anthony Joshua, he was kind of like a built up heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't, what I'm saying, he's not, as long as he could bully people ahead and he didn't run into a right hand, you know what I'm saying? When Andy Ruiz kind of exposed Anthony Joshua, which is one reason why they never allowed Anthony Joshua to fight Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Not this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He was never going, Eddie Hearn was never going to allow um, Anthony Joshua to fight Deontay Wilder. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? So he, bullshitted in negotiation and he allowed you know, Anthony Joshua to parade around here like he's the most dangerous heavyweight in the world. And, people knew it wasn't true. He was just staying away from the best. He didn't want to fight Tyson Fury back then. He didn't want to get exposed. And so, when he came, as a matter of fact, he didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz, and Deontay Wilder fought him twice. That tells you what kind of heart that Deontay Wilder, has, because he put his championship on the line twice against a real powerful, at the time, Luis Ortiz, right? Because at that time he was still moving and floating, and he could still, pull the trigger on that left. And he hit. I mean, he almost knocked Wilder out. He had some, those two fights was super good. You know what I'm saying? But Andy Ruiz is 43 years old. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wanted to fight Luis Ortiz. So that win, Andy Ruiz got over Luis Ortiz, man. I just don't think, what I'm saying? I don't think it tells us much. I mean, we know who Andy Ruiz is, you know what I'm saying? We know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's a little short. Well, I ain't gonna say short, he's 6'2", but for a heavyweight, you know what I'm saying? We talking about, that's kind of small when you talk about Ali was 6'3", right? So, we talk about we living in a era of 6 footers and 6'7" type heavyweights. Lennox Lewis was 6'6". Klitschko, you know what I'm saying, was like 6'6" and shit, 6'4", some shit like that, 6'5", something. So we Tyson Fury 6'9". So we talk about like this little short dude gonna come in here, He's got a 74-inch reach. You know what I'm saying? How is he going to reach Deontay Wilder? What's going on, Greeks with Fire? What's going on? How he's going to reach Deontay Wilder? We already know that Deontay Wilder can control range, and Andy Ruiz got to get in close. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he talking about he's going to hit Deontay Wilder on the temper. Now this is going to be a WBC eliminator if they make this fight. And he said he wasn't impressed with the knockout from Robert Helenius. So it's not just Robert Helenius. You know what I'm saying? The dude got like what 42 knockouts and shit. You know what I'm saying? 6'5". Oh, 6'5". Okay. I know he's up there. I know he's like 6'6", 6'5". I know something like that. I know his hair, probably 6'6" with the hair. When he had the dreads and shit. And so where was I? Yeah. Yeah, so he said he's not impressed with the Deontay Wilder KO. I was like, bro, what about all the other damn KOs in different various forms that he knocked them out in transition? He knocked them out, standing still. He knocked them out going backwards. He knocked that don't tell you shit. You know what I'm saying? That this dude is power personified, right? So, so he said, no, it's gonna, he's just gonna go in there and hit him on the temple and he's going to go down. He said he's going to be fast. Say he's going to be explosive. You know what I'm saying? So, but he did say, he left himself some leeway. He said he's not saying that Deontay Wilder can't punch hard or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying that he can't, so that gave him a little leeway. So, when he go in there and he get his ass knocked out in the first damn 10 seconds, he don't look crazy. But Eddie Hearn says, you know what I'm saying, he's backing, of course, Andy Ruiz, you know what I'm saying, and Eddie Hearn is, he loves dabbling in other people's business, or downplaying, you know what I'm saying, all the other, PBC, whoever it is, he like downplaying the fight. And maybe that's that's what they do, because I see Oscar De La Hoya doing that, downplaying the PBC. They all hate the PBC. You know what I'm saying? They just, they really do. Andy Ruiz, his record is 35 wins, 2 losses, 22 KOs. He got a 59% KO ratio. He's 6'2" with a 74-inch reach. And I just think that the win that he had with Luis Ortiz really giving him a false sense of confidence. You know what I'm saying? The dude is too old, like, for that to be a measuring stick. He did beat Chris Areola. But Chris Areola, he's past it. You know what I'm saying? And then the one time that he succeeded in, getting into the upper echelon, he he failed. You know what I'm saying? He started feeling himself, as a heavyweight, what I'm saying? Like, he started, he was like Rocky Balboa or some shit, what I'm saying? Because he won that shit because he didn't have shit to lose, right? That kind of gives you, what I'm saying, an extra confidence, when you ain't got nothing to lose, right? Just like Rocky did Apollo Creed, what I'm saying? And Apollo Creed gave him a chance, what I'm saying? And Rocky didn't have shit. So he went in there and got busted up. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So that gave Andy Ruiz, what I'm saying, a safety net to go in there and do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And throw them fast ass combinations. And he clocked Anthony and knocked the shit out of him. And so, but once he got them belts and that pressure, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, when you get those belts, bro, you know what I'm saying? When you ain't got nothing, yeah, you can go in there and throw your hands, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't really checking for you. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, when he won, the whole Mexican community, you know what I'm saying, got on his bandwagon. And all of a sudden that motherfucker was like a deer caught in the headlights, you know what I'm saying? Because once he started getting notoriety, kind of like Anthony, he kind of choked, you know what I'm saying? Because that was his American debut. And, you know what I'm saying, this nigga had all kind of mental anxiety issues, you know what I'm saying? Nigga forgot to put his shoes on. You know what I'm saying? He was in the ring looking like he was shell shocked. You know what I'm saying? Looked like he was in Vietnam and shit. Nigga was like, no. So I'm like, what's going on? So he's used to fighting in the UK where he has all the advantages. And you know what I'm saying? He's just one of those, I ain't gonna call him a mental midget, but you know what I'm saying? He just used to having things a certain way, right? He used to having shit a certain way. Let's just keep it real. And so the first time he came over to America, saying he talked all that shit over there in Britain. But when he came over to America, fighting a lesser opponent, some dude that shouldn't even be on your radar, you know what I'm saying? He got into that Madison Square Garden and the nigga freaked out. And so Andy took advantage of that. But once Andy won that shit, he couldn't believe it because he didn't expect to win it, right? So, we saw a whole bunch of you know, different insecurities come up for Andy once he won, that title. You know what I'm saying? Because he just started kind of like a fat boy, that got plastic surgery or something. You know what I'm saying? He just started wanting to be, everything that, when he got the attention, it just kind of changed his focus from boxing to doing other things. Once you touch them M's, all of a sudden, it could break you. And I think that's what happened to Andy, because he's supposed to defend those belts, So he's supposed to have been back in that gym, getting ready. He tried to fight Deontay back then, but they held him to the contract, because he had a rematch with Anthony Joshua. But we saw him modeling like Ryan Garcia. We start seeing him, doctoring photos because we thought he was way slimmer. We thought he was getting himself in shape. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell, he started getting with Canelo and Eddie Reynoso. They brought him into the camp and he started throwing combinations like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be beside Canelo, trying to move like Canelo, trying to get that swag. You saw his swag change. He went from being an old humble teddy bear, Andy Ruiz to this, this little arrogant, fat pretty boy, and what's going on, Hustler Holmes? What's going on, my brother? And so, we saw the change, So he didn't stay grimy, He didn't stay hungry like that dude, that didn't have nothing. So when he came back against Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua, he was a wreck in that second fight, He got by on, just a game plan and a prayer, a thread in a prayer. Because every time he threw, boy, he looked like he was, a wreck, and he was holding on for dear life. Every time he threw a combination or a punch, I ain't gonna say combination. Every time he threw a punch, he was grabbing on the Ruiz, and Ruiz was in terrible shape. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't prepare. I think the moment was too big for Andy Ruiz, and the pressure of having those belts was just too big, bro, for him. Um, so if you think he's gonna come out here and fuck with Deontay Wilder on any level, I just don't see it, bro. It's got to be, Deontay he got to lose a lot in the ring to let Andy Ruiz come in there and get on the inside and hit you on the temple. Can he do it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna land something, but say Deontay got that long stiff arm. The way he's stronger, he's not a weak dude. You know what I'm saying, on the upper body. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, him and Louise went toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? He's 43 years old. Um, even though Andy was the fresher dude, I don't think he'll be able to that'll ride with Deontay Wilder. Let me look at some of the comments. What's going on, fellas? Thank you for sliding through. Charles Young, thank you for sliding through. He said that's going to be a good fight. Yes, it is. I think so too, for long as it lasts. I really don't see it lasting, more than 3 rounds. Because I think Andy gonna get in there, and I think he's gonna realize he can't reach Deontay Wilder without eating that 83-inch, right hand. And I think he's gonna stop coming in once he feels some real power on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna realize that I'm not willing to go through that. And then Deontay, he's working on some other shit. I hope he got his stuff down this time, and Because if he get hit with something and go back to what he know, I think he'll still win. But you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see him, you know what I'm saying, get caught trying to use some other techniques and shit. And Jacob Wright says he got to catch Wilder first. I know. But he can't catch him now. I mean, I have no doubt, but he gonna have to eat. I think he gonna have to see if he could take Deontay Wilder first. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think if he get hit first, I think it's gonna dissuade him from trying. You know, if he get hit clean, either he gonna get knocked out or it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna dissuade him from throwing all those combinations to open up. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, for you to open up, that's a risk to get knocked out in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So he says Philly. He said Philly fight doctor. What's going on, my brother? He says Ruiz nowhere near the money fights are. Fights are. Yeah, that's what I say, bro. But you know, if they pushing this fight, he should make a pretty good little sum of money. I mean, I think it'll generate something just because Deontay Wilder, he is the excitement in the heavyweight division. The man clearly, you know what I'm saying, he would go out on the shield and you know what I'm saying, he's gonna give you everything he got. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Hustler Holmes? You know, you come up if you want to, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you think about this subject, my brother, if you got time. Um, let me see. Let's see. Jacob Wright. What's going on, bro? He said Wilder can outbox Andy for 12 rounds like Joshua in the second fight. He said if Andy gets too close, feed him the right hand like Helenius. Right. That's exactly what I see. I don't think Andy can cover that distance, but not without getting destroyed. You know, that's going to be, you know, he don't have enough head movement. He's got that one little dip, you know what I'm saying? And he's coming back with the left. And he's coming back with the left, right, 1-2, you know what I'm saying? He's got a nice little, you know what I'm saying, left hook, you know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be able to reach, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just see him, and I think he knows he's probably going to get Falumalo. And see, Deontay Wilder ain't old enough. You know what I'm saying? He need to be, if he going to fight somebody like Deontay Wilder, he going to have to wait for their reflexes and shit, you know what I'm saying, to diminish some. You know, so I think Deontay Wilder still got enough left to destroy Andy Ruiz. You know what I mean? What's going on, T. Scott? And Hustler Holmes says he used to have testosterone exemptions and shit. Yeah, you know, you talking about Anthony Joshua. Yeah, you know. So, you know, we all know those you know, I hate to paint them all because look at Conor Ben. You know what I'm saying? You know, in America we had some dudes, you know, like Big Baby, and I ain't talking about Anderson. I'm talking about the other Big Baby. You know, we had some, but and Eddie Hearn had the nerve to say that all American fighters, you know, what I'm saying, are juicing, and all of a sudden, you know, what I'm saying, all these goddamn British fighters are starting to come up with radiation, you know, what I'm saying, in their system. You know, so you know, it's a dirty game. You know, it is a dirty game. And you know, I think Anthony, you know, I think that's part of his problem is, you know, all this attention to, you know what I'm saying, to cheating in boxing. That's probably why we see a downgrade in his performance, not only the knockout, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I mean, he lost a lot of weight, you know what I'm saying, to be able to throw those punches against Usyk. And we know Anthony Joshua got a stamina problem. So how all of a sudden these motherfuckers going 12 rounds? You know what I'm saying? How all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Because I watched that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't watch shit. You know, so when I saw Big Baby throwing all them punches and that motherfucker about 300 and something, I was like, no way. I mean, immediately. I saw, you know, you see a dude the size of a offensive lineman in the NFL. Now you see, you know, the average person, even I mean, the average person, you know, they can't throw, you know, that many punches like that. But you see somebody who's 300, you know, saying 200, 280, some shit like that, throwing all them. You like, nah, dog. So some of this shit's common sense. Some of this shit is common sense. Let me see. Hustler Holmes says, he says, oh, he says he's at work. He's saying hella loud. He said he's at work and hella loud. I'll be on tonight if you come on. No doubt. He says, Andy has a decent high guard, but zero head movement. He said, and it's gonna end up like Savine. Yeah, man. I mean, he just went out there and destroyed Savine. He was styling on Savine. You know, Savine, he talked a lot of shit. he talked a lot. He sold that fight. I mean, he sold that fight like he really wanted to get in Deontay Wilder ass. Then he went out there and just looked like he was just so punked out, bro. It was crazy, man. The way he did Savine, he's totally dogged him, man. That was a hell of a fight, bro. Um, but Savine sold it. You know what I'm saying? He got his cash and got the hell on. What's going on, Ricky? What's going on? Yeah, I caught you this morning, man. I heard you. You know what I'm saying? Greeks with fire, what's happening? What's happening? Just please smash that like button for your boy. So, if Andy Ruiz think, what I'm saying, it's gonna be sweet. They see right now when a heavyweight get on the other side of 35, what I'm saying, all the people who was avoiding them, what I'm saying, they think it's possible. Anthony Joshua still don't want no smoke with Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He still don't want no damn smoke. You know what I'm saying? He done already been knocked out. He done been beaten twice by Usyk. And it's funny, like when they have nothing to lose, now they'll come dragging their ass later. But when they got everything, they don't want to give the man the what I'm saying, they don't want to give him the honor of a fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that was more Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think Anthony Joshua got that heart of a champion. You know what I'm saying? I think Andy Ruiz got heart, but I think he's mistaken if he thinks he's going to hit Deontay Wilder on the temple, and you don't have the reach to do it. You know. And I see Deontay Wilder picking up. You know what I'm saying? New skills. You know what I'm saying? I see him. You know what I'm saying? If he stick to that, it'll be interesting to see what he looked like in the ring as a champion. You know what I'm saying? Just, well, not a champion, but, I always think of him as a champion because I don't really count those losses from Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury was juicing. I think he cheated, just because the guy been dirty his entire life. He's a sneaky ass cheater. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all know this, you know what I'm saying? So, he says, Ricky says, Andy gonna look like a plucked turkey. I agree, man. But see, it'll be a pretty good, Mexican versus black. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna sell. That's gonna sell. And then people think Deontay Wilder is slowing down. You know what I'm saying? So they really think it might be a possibility. Imagine if Andy Ruiz can go in there and knock out, what I'm saying, this big African looking, what I'm saying, God looking, Shaka Zulu looking ass nigga. And that would sell. I could see the Mexican fans buying that. You know what I'm saying, really rooting for Andy Ruiz, even though there's a lot of Mexican fans that rock with us. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Mexican fans that rock. What's going on, PGH Big Dog in the building? He said Andy been dropped. He says Andy been dropped in 2 of his last fights. He said, wow, to destroy Ruiz. Yeah, man. I really agree with that, man. I think he's gonna I just don't think he possessed the tools, I don't think he possessed. I mean, he's a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a solid heavyweight and everything, but he just don't have what it takes to take down somebody on the level of Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Who just got that equalizer, and that equalizer gonna tear his ass up. You know what I'm saying? He laying that equalizer a couple of times on. Now Andy Ruiz could take a good shot, but can he take what Deontay Wilder got naturally? That's gonna be interesting to see. You know what I'm saying? If he can knock Andy Ruiz ass out. And he says, Greeks with Fire says, Wilder never lost. Yeah, me neither. That's how I look at it too. And I just love this dude hard. That's why he's on my avatar right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude he's got the biggest heart in the division. You know what I'm saying? The dude is, he's willing to go out on the shield. He's willing to tell you, he's willing to go out there and lead by example. While a lot of guys just be talking shit. You saw him in the end where he had no way to win. He was still throwing. He was still throwing down. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And Hustler Holmes says, if Andy wasn't morbidly obese, he might be a light heavyweight or cruiser, probably cruiser. You know what I'm saying? Because that boy is straight Pillsbury Doughboy. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no six pack sitting up under that thing, man. That he just looked like god damn. You know what I'm saying? He the jelly. You know, I mean, and then the photo shooting fool everybody that you in shape. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just crazy. I was like all on that shit. I was like, man, Andy looked like he might go in here and whip up on Anthony Joshua ass. But that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? Then they got that he's still eating donuts. You know what I'm saying? He don't have the discipline. Now, he know he better come in shape if he gonna fight you know, Deontay Wilder. Because Deontay Wilder gonna get his ass up out of there real fast. He don't really like to waste time. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever you give him, you know what I'm saying, he gonna take it and he gonna try to take your ass up out of there. So Hustler Holmes said he dies against champ for sure. PGH Big Dog, he says facts. The whole boxing industry was against. Yeah, did you see the media? It's like every time they bring up Deontay Wilder, they bring up his most miserable moments. They try to like really dramatically, you know what I'm saying, like embarrass him by they'll put like for instance, they'll say like, he brutally got knocked out by Tyson Fury. He got humbled. Say like this old slave talk shit, like, like he was too proud to be black and he got humbled and put back in his place by the white man and shit. So, so they play on that race dynamic shit, and oh, he got beat 3 times by Tyson Fury. So they really need that. No, no, we'll let them have that. But in real life, they know they let that man go over there to England and juice up, and he didn't stay up under the VADA rules and shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain things in America that and in Britain they're gonna let go. They gotta keep a certain narrative out there. They gotta keep a certain narrative out there. So you know, yeah. He said that's how. Yeah. It's worse than that. I just can't think of no other example. I'd be reading the articles. I have to stop reading the articles. I'm like, yeah. They got a statue over there of Tyson Fury over Deontay Wilder, and I saw that shit. I said, this shit is toxic, bro. It's like they really need this victory that bad that they got to make a statue. They had to create a moment in time. You know what I'm saying? With Tyson Fury, I guess they're trying to do like the Joe Louis Max Smelding type shit. You know what I'm saying? Where Max Smelding beat Joe Louis the first time. You know what I'm saying? So they try to create these viral moments and shit, but everybody know that nigga a cheater. You know what I'm saying? That's why he always singing Deontay Wilder praises. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows he didn't earn shit. PEDs. Yeah, he didn't earn it, bro. That's why he always put Wilder up there because it takes a lot, bro. This nigga already 6'9". He's already a super duper heavyweight, right? It takes a different kind of dude to know that most of your opponents are juicing. So that means they got the advantage of never getting tired. You know what I'm saying? On you. For you to go out there and still face that, that's some, what I'm saying? That's some next level shit. I was gonna say Spartan, but I was like, nah, nigga, that's Zulu, bro. That's Zulu shit right there. You know what I'm saying? To go out there knowing this dude is hopped up on cocaine or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and PEDs and shit like that, and they just let him do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? And letting it, he didn't have to report to VADA, you know what I'm saying, because he hauled ass to New England, you know what I'm saying, during the training when he's supposed to be getting tested. You see what I'm saying? These are narratives these are things that they never check up on. It's, you know what I'm saying, like it don't matter unless they mention it. You know what I'm saying? Just like they was mentioning, you know what I'm saying, when they bring attention to Devin Haney clinching. Like it's like what we do when we start doing that, bro. So they do what they want to do, and they, you know what I'm saying, they move the goalposts on what's important. Like Undisputed was all that when Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying, was headed towards it, when Usyk was headed towards undefeated. I mean, Undisputed was all that. But now that you got Jamel Charlo, you got you know what I'm saying, you got Devin Haney getting it, You got maybe Earl Spence Jr. headed toward it. It ain't shit now. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed ain't shit now. So, we see it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people close their eyes and put their heads in the sand, but it ain't shit now. You know what I'm saying? They still pick your resume when they get ready. Now George Kambosos ain't shit, but we already knew he wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they turning the sport into a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? Because they know if we stay on traditional boxing where everybody has to fight the next guy coming, you can't hide from mandatories. You know, you know what it's going to look like. You know what the league is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo had to fight Jamal, if he had to fight Demetrius Andrade, would he be looking at undisputed right now? You know what I'm saying? Instead of, shaping the divisions and blocking people, you know what I'm saying, and strategically, what I'm saying, picking fights. You know what I'm saying? What the division look like what it is, you know? So when I see somebody like when I see Demetrius Andrade, you know what I'm saying, when I see him duck, what's that guy name? He's ducking right now from I forgot his name, bro. Anyway, when I see black fighters starting to move, I hate it, but I understand because everybody's moving towards the business of boxing. And I think that's what's fucking up Jamal Charlo right now because I think he did come in fighting for legacy. I think he came in fighting for legacy, and then he just realized that shit. He can't get Triple G. He can't get Canelo. They let them ride into the sunset. I guess he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do like them. But yet he didn't. He don't have any. Derevyanchenko is his greatest. You know what I'm saying? Maybe yeah. Derevyanchenko is maybe yeah. Beck. You know what I'm saying? But I understand. Why should he have to fight? I mean, and it's a good point. He never made it, but I can see how he moving, and I can understand why do he have to fight the Becks and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Why do he have to fight the Becks? And I want him to fight Beck. Don't get me wrong, and that would make me respect him more. Even though I think he has next level skill, I think he got you know, greatness in him, but they won't give him the fight to be great. And I think that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're going to try to control the divisions because there's too many niggas with too many skills. You know what I'm saying? So, they don't want to go through that landmine. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with all these dudes. Look at Kid Austin. You know what I'm saying? Look at Shoo. Look at these motherfuckers coming, man. They're coming. It's like they just, it's just too much. There's like, it's just too many. We can't escape them. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to change the dynamic of the sport, or you're gonna have to fight these quick twitch muscle dudes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like look at Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to fight these dudes. You know what I'm saying? No, we're gonna make it a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come up the scale. He said, "Yep, that's how they be talking." He says, John Norrie says, I haven't heard anything about a franchise in a while. Oh, you will when they want to duck. When they want to duck somebody and somebody's like Canelo, you're gonna hear it's an avenue to take when you don't want to fight somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? If you think Canelo's gonna be fighting David Benavidez, you better think again. You know what I'm saying? He's hey man, I'm a franchise champion. Where the fuck that come from? You haven't talked about that in 3 fights. It's like, oh yeah, I'm franchise champion. It's like, nigga, get out of here. Like, get out of here with that bullshit, bro. That shit do not apply. You supposed to be pound for pound. You supposed to be pound for pound the best, right? No, you just want to fight who you want to fight, who you think you can beat. PGH Big Dog says Boo Boo should have fought Jenna, but yeah, I think so too. But you understand what I'm saying? Like the way they moving in boxing right now, they want the black fighters to fight. You know, who they supposed to fight. They supposed to fight the dangerous fights. But when the Triple G's and the Canelo's supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying, the dangerous fights. Why Triple G haven't fought Jamal? Yeah, because Jamal haven't proved himself. Well, Jennifer, has he proved himself? Who the fuck has he fought? I mean, just using their logic, right? So Canelo could fight Yildirim. What the fuck did Yildirim do you know what I'm saying, to give Canelo a belt, a couple of belts, you know what I'm saying, to be to towards undisputed. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. Why didn't he fight David Benavidez for the vacant title? You see what I'm saying? You know, we already know how they get down. So when I see a fighter like Demetrius Andrade, you know, he's like, fuck that, man. I'm not fighting this dude. This dude is for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do like Canelo. What has he done? I'm gonna do like Canelo fans. What has he done? He hasn't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? He won't payday. You know what I'm saying? Trebek won't payday. That's what I'm talking about. So you throw it right back in their own logic back in their face. What has he done to fight a Demetrius, you know what I'm saying, Andrade? What has he done? You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up for boxing, but it's a double standard. It's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Brian Colbert? I see you out there, my brother. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. You know, so the whole shit is it's just you know it's just a double standard, and you know what I'm saying, but they want black fighters to go out there and fight. They want Deontay Wilder to fight everybody. I think your boy Tyson Fury is fighting Derek Crystal. I think that's how you say his name. You know, the dude who always throwing punches and shit and losing, and you know, to me, I think him and Dillian White are the same person. I think they just go into a phone booth and just, you know what I'm saying, Shazam, you know what I'm saying? They just turn into the next person. They look like the same motherfuckers. They fight the same. They about the same stuff. It's just too many similarities, you know. It's like Superman taking his glasses off. Boom, you're Derek Chiral, whatever how you say his name. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White, and they all look weird. You know what I'm saying? They look like weird looking black people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna get into that, but you know, he's fighting Tyson Fury, who should be fighting Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So he got another payday fight. They give Tyson Fury all the payday fights that he won't. And the dude don't sell unless he's fighting Deontay Wilder, right? Tyson Fury don't sell unless he fight nobody. They know he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Without all the power up tools. But they know, you know what I'm saying, that if he fight Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a good fight. And then he'll go in there looking like garbage against Otto Wallen. He'll go in there and look like garbage against this dude, look beatable. But somehow his power picks up when he gets in there with Deontay Wilder. Somehow he's able to raise the level of his game. He never had power. I'm talking about in none of these fights. None of them. You know what I'm saying? Either he dragging somebody by their neck, either he's holding on to somebody, hitting them with his elbows, and fucking doing MMA moves on motherfuckers. And it's just crazy. But somehow when he get in there with Wilder, all of a sudden, boom, boom, he's good. You know what I'm saying? He's got the power. The motherfucker got the movement. He be looking like a damn sack of potatoes against an Otto Wilder. But you know, people just see what hell they want to see. I say, but I think Wilder know what it is. He just going in there getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I think he understands. You know, he understands what's going on. He just going in there and getting his money like everybody else. The man got probably over $30 million in the bank. So I understand. You know what I'm saying? You take care of your family, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. You made it out the hood. You know what I'm saying? You're able to help some other brothers. You know what I'm saying? Make it, from what I hear. You know what I'm saying, with trucking businesses, and you know, that's a real brother right there. You know, you got your statue in your hometown because you're a real brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up with him, man. That's that you know, I go through Tallahassee a lot, and I be wanting to see and meet Deontay Wilder. He's like one of those dudes that you just want to have a beer with. You know what I'm saying? Just sit down and have some barbecue and be like, "What's up, champ?" You know what I mean? And he just looked like a dude that, you know, say if he saw you, he just invite you in and go ride them dune buggies, them ATVs or whatever shit it is you got around there. You know what I'm saying? And he was like a cool dude like that. Not many fighters you see you would want to like really meet. You know what I'm saying? I think EJ seems like he's one of them type of dudes. You know what I'm saying, that you would like to hang out with or something. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, just hang out with for an evening or something. You know, play a game of basketball with or something. You know. So Tit Robson 24. He says Top Rank has the best matchmakers that make it a priority to place who they want to be number one. Yeah, exactly. And they got the best matchmakers in boxing because you don't see too many top rated. Well, we're gonna forget Belanga. We're just gonna put him off to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because boy, we just gonna leave Belanga alone. He just can't get right, bro. I mean, they be pinching him softballs, and he still about to get his ass whipped. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can't, what the matchmakers looking at when it comes to Belanga. I was just about to make that point, and I thought about Belanga. I said, shit, but they still got the best matchmakers. They still got the best matchmakers. You don't see too many Belangas coming out of Top Rank. That nigga just dumb. Yeah. He can do what he want to do, but I don't know if it's the dedication. I don't know if it's just the boxing IQ. He's got the power. He can box, but it's just something he can't. It's something he can't get over. It's just he just don't have. He ain't dedicating himself enough to his craft. It's something because he's getting dropped in sparring. You know what I'm saying, about 154 pounders. It's just crazy. So he'll we'll see what come up Belanga, but really that's the only example I could think of like that at top rank. But other people like Shakur, um, you know what I'm saying, some sorry, my internet went out. Had to get on my regular. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what that is. Let me get to some of these comments. Let me see. Brian Cobra said Undisputed was the shit before we start. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. How they play, they be playing with us, bro. What's going on? Just Do Boxing in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing. I'm pretty sure everybody here mostly familiar with Just Do, man. Just Do be putting it down. You know what I'm saying? He stay on top of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I go over there and listen to information. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's where I learned the shoe. Well, that was G5. G5 was big on shoe. That's how I learned about shoe. And then I saw him. And man, did anybody, that white dude that fought on the card like that, I might have to look him up and we're going to do something on that. I can't even say his name, man. That dude who fought Nathaniel, man. Shit, Gilmore. The white dude who fought Nathaniel Gilmore. We're going to talk about him when we come back this evening, because that, whoo, bro, I didn't research him. That dude, the skills that he displayed against Nathaniel, whoo, Gilmore, I was like, man, I was blown away. I was blown away for what I saw. I'm surprised more people not talking about that performance. And Nathaniel Gilmore, if you know anything about him, he fought them all. Eric Lubin, so he fought everybody, bro. So he got experience and he's a tough dude. He got attitude. Man, that dude, that Russian, whatever he is, I gotta look him up. I was impressed by that, bro. That dude, man, fuck, man. I was like, that dude was so smooth with it, bro. And we'll talk more about it. I just gotta look him up. That was my first time seeing him. And man, when I tell you that dude had an answer for everything, man, and he showed me some inside shit, he showed me some outside shit, he showed me some mid-range shit. I was like, wow. And he made Nathaniel Gilmore kind of look like a amateur, bro. And I was like, wow, I never seen this dude nowhere in life. I'm gonna just see how many amateur fights he got. Because he just looked so polished. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like he was just in his stride. And we'll talk more about it. I just don't want to be that vague about it because I don't know much about him. But because about what I saw, he impressed me. His and y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't call his name. He's one of them Russians, got all the fucking consonants in the name, and um, but he just had that crew cut, and he just went out there. He just looked. He wasn't intimidated. He knew exactly what he was doing. He looked sure of himself, and he was just catching them with counters. The counters were so impressive and pretty, bro. Catching them on the inside with short shots, backing up. He was doing some. That nigga was doing some styling, bro. Hey, we're gonna talk about it though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really look him up, so we're gonna talk about it. I was so impressed. You could probably tell by my live, I was like tripping, man. Cause I was like looking at this dude's skill, bro, and I was just like, that shit is next level, bro. I said it's a problem at 154. Um, Jose Diaz says, laugh out loud. He said, you want a payday? He said, that's getting old, Canelo, somebody. Right. But Canelo's Canelo. He's already made his money. And if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? The dude, you know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people think people hate Canelo, but really Canelo, you know what I'm saying? He's an icon because he's been around so long and who he fought. And we also know that, you know what I'm saying, Canelo was handed the torch by Floyd Mayweather, even though you're supposed to win, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to win the fight from the legend, you know what I'm saying, but Floyd is that goddamn popular, you know what I'm saying, he's so goddamn popular that shit, you could lose to this nigga and you become a star. That tells you, you know what I'm saying, how big Floyd is. He is boxing even to the day. You know what I'm saying? He can go make $30 million in Japan fighting a nigga that nobody ever heard of in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who the hell is this? And he made $30 million for that, bro. Some of us won't see $30 million in one lifetime. This dude has done it over and over. And I have to say, I'm really impressed by that. Jose Diaz says, honestly, they strange the truth about they act strange. He said, let me see. Honestly, they strange the truth. They act strange. Yeah, no doubt. Just do in the building, weirdos. Jeff R say, and John Nori says, they know he ain't. They know he ain't shit. He said everything about Wilder. He said everything is about Wilder with this week because they know they need the name. See, Wilder bring up the controversy. He's that dude that's willing to go in there against anybody. It's hard to find. Um, it's hard to find that kind of marketability. You know what I'm saying? To be able to go in there and give you some rounds and give you and bring in a fan base. See, Deontay Wilder fan base is solid. They know he has that American, that African American demographic fan base. People gravitates, even Mexicans, because we like courage. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans and blacks like courage. We like the purity of the sport. So whoever carries that, that's why Errol Spence Jr. does so well. They could say what the fuck they want to say, but because that dude to go in there and fight the best, he's gonna carry a fan base. That's why Bud Crawford don't carry a fan base. He carry a lot of haters. You know what I'm saying? I want to see EJ lose. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers hate when you win too much. Let's just keep it real. The shit toxic as hell in America. If you win too much and you got things going for you, you know what I'm saying? Misery love company, right? So you ever have motherfucker, you buy a new car, you haven't had a new car. You might have not had a new car in like 8 years. And you finally get you a BMW, some top of the line shit with heated seats. And motherfuckers see that, they gonna kill your shit. Just because they don't know how hard you work or how long it took for you to get there. All they see is the end results, and you haven't had a new car in 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So we're operating in toxic shit like that. People don't like the fact that EJ, been in the sport for a short period of time. He started boxing late. He don't have the pedigree. Well, I can't even say that because Errol Spence Jr. actually been to the Olympics and Bud did not, right? So it's kind of like it's almost like that. Marvin Hagler versus Sugar Ray Leonard shit, where Marvin didn't go to the Olympics, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't have, you know what I'm saying, the glamour that Sugar Ray Leonard had, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So he's just kind of looking at Sugar Ray Leonard like he's a pretty boy. And I think people look at Errol Spence Jr. like he a pretty boy that was given something. But that man had to sit down in the gym and that man had to go in there, you know what I'm saying, late in life against motherfuckers who've been training since they were 6, 7, 8. And he had to go in there and work at what he had, the intangibles that he had. He had to find the right coach to make all that shit work. Because sometimes you can have all the intangibles and just have the wrong teacher. So, so he's here for a reason because all of it came together. You know what I'm saying? And he, by sheer willpower, he built himself. And a lot of motherfuckers don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they can't respect that. You know, they still think that EJ was given something. No, this man forged himself. When you see these fighters, you know what I'm saying? They worked on that left hook. They worked on that straight right. You know what I'm saying? They worked in the gym to get the footwork, to get the muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're not respecting. You thinking they just, you know, they were built like that. You know, anybody could get in the gym and throw 4 left hands and block with the right and you know what I'm saying, pivot off this. No, nigga, they work on all that shit. That's why y'all need to respect these champions, man. They put a lot before you realize who they are. They got to learn all these skills and shit, man. That shit is hard. Shit is more intricate than you think. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do that better than other people who's trained their entire life since they were children, bro. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let's go to some comments. Hit that like button. Jose Diaz. He says he gave King Kong 2 paychecks. Deontay Wilder's a real deal. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Feed these guys got to work together. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how many times you lose, bro. You know, fighters in the past, they used to fight 2 weeks apart. You know what I'm saying? You know, and come back and fight each other. One to lose this week, the other, you know, sometimes it was just to see how the sales went and closed circuit TV. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they can make this money together. They didn't care about the record. You know what I'm saying? They cared about making the money for their families. But they got in there and fought. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, 2, 3, 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's just this era, I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody's so big on bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that you could be good, you could beat a fight on Tuesday, but shit, next Thursday, he whipping your ass. You just don't know. One fight don't tell the tale. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't let these fighters do these PEDs. And we see they getting busted all over the place, bro. They're getting busted all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You even got some people saying, well, PEDs is a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody doing No, everybody ain't doing PEDs, bro. Just your favorite fighter. Just your favorite fighter is doing PEDs. You know what I'm saying? Just your favorite fighter. Being Phobian Media says, I went to the statue unveil and you 100 correct about what you think Wilder is like. He said he's treated me like I was part of the entourage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got time for that negative shit. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know, a country boy, you know what I'm saying? And he take people at face value unless he, you know what I'm saying, unless he peep, you know, you bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You know, I think he got a good sense of discernment. And you all got to nowadays. Who you let into your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause motherfuckers are there to try to destroy others because they had it so fucked up. He says, then it says karma. Yes, no doubt. What's going on, karma? Serenity. Well, how you say that? Serenity. And see, Forbidden Media says my friend was late getting there, so I called them in front of Wilder, and Wilder was talking to him. He said, "So long, Finkel. had to pull him away from the phone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wilder, cool dude, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when he went off on Radio Raheem, man, I was like, damn, this nigga got Wilder riled up, man. I was like, this nigga really got up under his skin. And that nigga said, till this day, nigga, you ain't goddamn one of the, you know what I mean? Like Radio Raheem think he white as hell and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, nigga, they your people too. You know what I'm saying? Till this day. Yeah, I haven't seen Radio Raheem in a while though. Maybe I just ain't been looking for him. You know what I'm saying? He usually always be in somebody's locker room. Hi, how you doing? You know how I'm trying to use my white voice. Hi, hi. Excuse me, I mean, I'm sorry, not white people, just English, proper English. Hi, how did you feel about the fight? You know what I'm saying? And well, you can't sleep. It's hold on. It's 1:35. Okay. Okay. Look like I got an appointment and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed chopping it up. I usually don't come in during the day like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, but I'm gonna come on later on tonight. And you know what I'm saying? My engineer, you know what I'm saying, who's my wife, she said, shit, I gotta go. Let me see. Got an appointment, actually. What's happening, y'all? Let me see. Let me read some few of these comments before I get up out of here. Hustle, man, you hustle home, you gonna come in later and we're gonna chop it up some more. Son of Jacob 12, he says Wilder had 10 or 11 straight heavyweight titles. Yeah, exactly. And when you bring that up, you know what I'm saying, they act like it's nothing. So that's why you can't argue with a lot of people, because they're not gonna keep it real. And it's like, bro, we were right there. We watched the damn defenses. So why would why would you sit up there and lie? But people, they'll do it. They'll lie right to your face. Hustler Holmes says, this man, Arrow, was a black dude learning to box in a Mexican gym. Isn't that some shit? I've seen the footage of him, you know what I'm saying, when he was young, banging on the bag. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, man, look at Arrow, you know what I'm saying, just getting it in. You know what I'm saying? And Jose Diaz says, it's hard. He says it's hard. It's it's an art. Yeah, you're correct. It takes a lot of time. Yeah. And we gotta respect the game, because by the time we see them, they done mastered so much shit. And you can still get your ass whipped, you know what I'm saying, by the right opponent. And that's why fighters, you know what I'm saying, they understand that. They understand and respect, you know what I'm saying, the styles. They understand that it's gonna take a lot to beat them once they get to a certain point. Even a guy that got knocked out by David Morrell Jr., he had a lot of skill, bro. I mean, you could see the skill in that dude. He just didn't have certain intangibles, you know what I'm saying, to raise his level to beat David Morrell. That's why a lot of people hate Deontay Wilder, because he don't have a lot of boxing ability, but he got a lot of athletic ability and power. And he's able to make leaps that other fighters can't. And that's why he get a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like that power dude on Friday, on the video games, boxing video games. He hits you one time and all your power gone. It don't seem like it's fair. You know what I'm saying? All the other fighters got every punch, you know what I'm saying? They could move, you know what I'm saying? But he just got that eraser. And a lot of people don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's cheating, he got a cheat code, he got power. But you know what I'm saying? But people still respect it though. But yeah, I got to get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I got an appointment. And we'll be on later. You know what I'm saying? Y'all slide on through, check out Full Counter Boxing, and smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember what I say. Law don't go around here, law dog. It's happy. Peace.